BedWars, fix this poorly made anti-cheat. Like please, like I die from anti-cheat more than I die from players. Fun fact, the devs say they improved the anti-cheat to make us be quiet. Truth is, they never improve anti-cheat and they never will. Anti-cheat, more like anti-play. Anti-cheat in BedWars. Hate it or love it, it's been a serious problem for a lot of players for the past few months now, and it seems like it's not getting better. But have you ever wondered why it actually sucks? Is it because the devs don't work on the anti-cheat, or is it because of Roblox? To answer that question, I interviewed an Easy.gg staff member. This is Full Z. He's a Roblox developer and an anti-cheat moderator for Roblox BedWars. And after a long talk with him, I finally found the real reason on why the anti-cheat sucks. But before we get into that, we have to understand how hacking and anti-cheat works in Roblox. Tapwater explained this very well in this video, but in a nutshell, players can access any sort of local script in the game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Roblox has mainly two types of scripts: server-sided scripts and local scripts. Server-sided scripts affect all players in a server. For example, a nuke was dropped on your base. Since everyone in your base died from the nuke, it's run in a server-sided script. But for a local script, on the other hand, it only affects you. So if you buy an emerald sword, you're the only one getting it, and not everyone in the server, since it's run in a local script. Local scripts are also used for leaderboards, kit shops, and so on. So hackers can use these things called executors to get these local scripts and change their speed, damage, and jump power.
Okay, then why don't we just hide the local script from players?
Well, unfortunately, local scripts can't be hidden from players. So in other words, hackers are nearly impossible to stop in Roblox. But there is a way to make hackers not so overpowered. One solution is by putting an anti-cheat system. The anti-cheat is basically a cop. It checks if you're going above or below the normal statistic. For example, if a player is going too fast, the anti-cheat detects that and teleports you back or makes you go slower. And that goes the same with jump power, damage, range, and other variables. So anti-cheat systems are placed not to stop hackers. It's more on to make hackers not so overpowered. Now, with that, let's move on to our main question. Why does the anti-cheat suck? Firstly, according to the developers, Roblox has limited features to support a good anti-cheat. The reason for that is because of the lack of strong detection in the Roblox engine. So in simple words, Roblox's system makes it hard for the anti-cheat to check if someone is actually hacking or not. For example, you're riding your dodo bird and using a jade hammer, and you're going above the average speed. The anti-cheat sees this and goes, wait, is this player hacking or just trying to win a squads match? And sometimes it gets confused and assume you're hacking, therefore anti-cheats you. And the reason why this happens pretty often in BedWars is because BedWars has a lot of kits and items that have the same detection as hackers, causing us to anti-cheat. And we can see a lot of Roblox games having this same issue too. And surprisingly, some Roblox games don't even have an anti-cheat system. The second and last reason is exploiters being very hard to manage. Since new and upgraded hacks to bypass the anti-cheat are created weekly, it's hard for the developers to have the anti-cheat keep up with these new and upgraded hacks. Since again, the anti-cheat is made to make hackers not so overpowered, rather than stopping their hacks in a hole. This is also why you can still see multiple hackers in the game even if the developers say they improved the anti-cheat. It's basically an endless loop of new hacks popping up and the devs improving the anti-cheat. Now, from all of this, a lot of you might be wondering, then why don't we just remove the anti-cheat if it's this bad and hard to keep up to new hacks? Well, it's not easy as it says. The anti-cheat system, although seems like it only works on innocent players, it actually works pretty well against hackers. Let me ask you something. Have you ever killed a hacker? If you answered yes, well, that's actually because the anti-cheat helped you to kill the hacker. It's not because the hacker has $1 hacks, it's all thanks to the anti-cheat. Well, mostly. It made the hacker not too overpowered so normal players like you and me can actually kill them. Yes, the anti-cheat is not perfect and it is very frustrating and we do love to joke around about it. Yeah, a lot. But if we don't have an anti-cheat system, especially in this competitive and popular game where a lot of players are striving to be the best, hackers will be dominating the game. Matches will be unplayable, ending in less than minutes. Similar situations happened with games like Catalog Heaven, hackers kicking players, or in the early stages of Skywars, where hackers were ending the games in seconds. So an anti-cheat system is very important to have. There are probably countless solutions to make the experience for normal players better, like removing some kits or items, or nerfing them so it won't be detected. But I'm pretty sure everyone wouldn't like that. So no worries, because the developers won't do that and they are working their very best to keep the same BedWars experience that everybody loves and make the anti-cheat better. Don't believe me? First and foremost, they have a team of developers who focus on improving the anti-cheat almost weekly. Along with making items be undetectable by the anti-cheat, they also hired a moderation team of 4 people to help ban exploiters and respond to game reports from the BedWars Discord server. And at the end of the interview, Full Z said that the developers are working on a major update to the anti-cheat that should make gameplay more enjoyable for everyone. He said that it's not a guarantee, but we can see hints of this, like developers hinting major improvements for the anti-cheat and sponsoring other Roblox anti-cheat systems. With all this in mind, I hope everyone watching can understand the problems dealing with hackers and the anti-cheat. And from all of my research, I can 99% confidently say that the developers are working on making the anti-cheat better, and a massively improved anti-cheat system is coming in the near future. For now, make sure to report any hackers and let's wait for a better anti-cheat to come.